Hello, this is Essie, the rich woman. Um, Today is Tuesday. It's 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. on the dot. So I forgot to tell you guys. Last week, the medical van came. I saw, the people, the medical van come and see me, and I got on the scale because I let them know when I got in the medical van I want to be weighed because I know I had lost some weight. So at the end, when I finished talking to them and everything, I got on the scale, and this was okay. Today is Tuesday. This was last Monday. I got on the scale. I lost 14 pounds. Yes. So I was very happy. Um, I haven't been eating as much as I was eating before. Um yeah, I cut back on as much food as I eat, and I cut back on a lot of sugar. Now, I do have occasionally want a soda here now and every now and then. So but I stopped drinking Coca-Cola. No more Coca-Cola, and no Pepsi. I don't really like Pepsi anyway, but it's usually a substitute, for if you don't have Coca-Cola, you have Pepsi. But I was watching a video, and they were saying that Bill Gates have kind of like this linked in with Coca-Cola, and whatever Bill Gates have anything to do with any connection with food or drink, I want nothing to do with it. Okay, just my opinion. Um, I don't know. That's just that man. He just ain't right. You know, and so I still remember when he went to Africa and how those people were dropping like flies after he came back from Africa. Anyway, so I want nothing to do with him and any companies that is have something to do with food or drink. If they're associated with him, I don't want anything to do with it. Now, he was associated with the apple cider vinegar. I forgot the name. Was it Briggs? The apple cider vinegar that was very popular, and our ancestors used to take it a lot to lower the blood pressure. Well, Bill Gates is associated in that, and so I'm like, okay, I don't. And I had one of those, that name brand of apple cider vinegar at the time when I heard that Bill Gates was associated with, and so I threw it away. And they also said that the color of that apple cider vinegar had changed. So I'm like, okay, I don't want nothing to do with that. Why is this man so interested in food, drink? Why is he buying up all the farmland? So I'm like, no. So yeah, I don't buy, if I buy apple cider vinegar, it will not be that particular one. And someone had Tina, she watches my channel, but she told me a brand of apple cider vinegar to buy, and I can go directly to that website and buy it. I would share right now, but I can't remember. But I did screenshot it, so maybe I'll put it in the comment section. But yeah, so I heard that he was linked in some kind of way with Coca-Cola, and that they are putting um I don't know if I know the name of it. I think it's called Neo something, Neo particles or Neo something into the Coca-Cola, and it goes to the brain. So I heard they was putting it definitely in the Coca-Cola. They might be doing it into the Pepsi too. But I said, oh no, I don't no more. That done it for me. So no more Coca-Cola, period. Because I know I said I was gonna have it when I go to Popeyes, period. That done it when they said that Bill Gates have linked in with Coca-Cola. So whatever they put it into the Coca-Cola, it has something to do with like computer like stuff, something that shouldn't even be in food. It has something to do with computer. I can't remember what it was, but I know it has something to do with that. So they putting that into the Coca-Cola. So I'm done with that. But now occasionally I do have Sprite. It's so hard for me to get finished with sodas, period, because I crave them. I really feel like it's an addiction, to sodas. And I would prefer to have because sometimes I just want like a little taste of it, the little mini ones. I would love to have one of those, instead of like a big can, because all you're gonna do is just want to drink in the whole thing. So yeah, I stopped with the Coca-Colas and no Pepsi or anything like that. But I do occasionally have a Sprite. And so yeah, I don't order a whole lot of food when I go to the places. Now yesterday I did go to this Pier 88 and I got me a seafood brawl, and it just wasn't enough. I got half a pound. And that was $37, not including tax. And I didn't I brought my own drink. So I was like, so okay, that's $40 right there. That's what I'm thinking, with tax and everything. And so I would imagine how much it would have cost if I had bought a pound of that. So I bought a half a pound. I wasn't satisfied. So I bought some clam chowder soup. Because I was like, I'm not leaving here and have to go and buy some more food somewhere. So I bought the clam chowder soup, which was really good. They had made it fresh, and I think they put like some seafood up in it too. But yeah, that was $7.50, and my bill was $50. I was like, yeah, I guess it's like, for me to pay $50 for a meal, and you're not full, you're not stuffed. Like, I don't have money to be doing that, So I'm like, okay, when I get a brawl, I have to be like with some money, Yeah, because the money I got right now is not enough for that type of price, and not walk out with I'm stuffed, I didn't feel like that when I walked out of there. So yeah, I can't be doing that. I'd rather go to Texas Roadhouse and spend $25, and I'm full when I walk out. Anyway, so I was gonna say something else. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, so yeah, what else I was gonna say? Maybe it come back to me, but I've been watching, what's been going on in LA, and how they're getting rid of the Mexicans, all the other races except for the whites and the blacks, But I was telling my mother last night, and I called her by her first name because she told me, I think like the early part of this year, that she didn't want me to call her mama no more. I looked at her like, what? Yeah, she gonna say, you big. And, it just seems strange you calling me mama, because you big. I'm like, I'm calling you mama whether you like it or not. But then when she made me mad, I'm like, okay, I'll stop calling you mama. So anyway, I called her by her name last night. She said, what you call me? I said, I called her name. And then she gonna call me by my name. But shit, I'm like, did she forget that she said she didn't want me to call her mama no more? So anyway, I was talking to her last night, and I told her, oh, I remember what I wanted to say. Let me say this first, because I'm not gonna forget that. Also, they were saying that, I watched a video that was saying that, those You know those plastic containers that you put in the microwave to heat up your food? Well, the black ones, they were saying that the black ones um, are from computer. They're from computers parts or whatever. And when you take it and you put it in the microwave, it's heating up um, that whatever's in there, which is not good because it's come from computers, is going into the food. That's what they said. So if your food is in like a black container, to take it out of the black container and put it in something else and heat up your food, because I think they had brought up IBM when they had said that, and that's Bill Gates. Yeah. So anyway, I was talking to my mother and I was telling her that, you know what, ain't no way, like, they going after all these other races. They ain't said not really nothing about black people yet. I mean, they did dismember like all the Black Lives Matter and some of the history of black people and the military and all that stuff. Some things like the Harriet Tubman, people are finding out now that Harriet Tubman is not real, that she's made up. So yes, they need to take down lies. I don't care if it makes us look good or whatever. If it's a lie, it needs to be taken down. So yeah, I was hurt when I found out that Harriet Tubman was a lie, because I looked up to Harriet Tubman. I was like, when I was a kid, I did a speech about her every Black History Month. So I was like, what? This woman is not real? Well, she is, but not like they say she is. You know, she was an underground train um, operator. And that's basically what she was. She was not leading people to Canada. And then when you think about the things that they make up, like, Canada is just as racist as America, if not more. So, like, how you gonna lead people from one racist country to another racist country? It ain't like Canada is a black country, or even a Mexican country, which in Mexico, they're racist against their own dark-skinned people. So it ain't like Canada is a black country. Canada's not a black country. So how you gonna lead people from one racist country to another racist country? When I listen to the black people that live in Canada, they talk about how racist it is in Canada. So I mean, that leading people from here to there, that's just, it don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, so finding out that all that is not true, it just, the lies need to come down. I feel that Yahweh is revealing all the lies, and I'm glad. I hope he keep revealing these lies, because this don't make no sense. And some people just want to hold on to these lies because it make them feel good. Maybe they think it make black people look good, but no, that's not. Satan is the father of lies, and you should not want to hold on to lies. I don't care how if it makes you look good, or it makes black people look good. You need to let go of these lies, and once you let go of all the lies, you can see the truth. So yeah, I was telling my mother that the way they going after the other races and stuff, I'm like, it's just a matter of time before they get to us. I mean, if they getting rid of the hard-working Mexicans, like, who they think are going to fill those jobs? Who you think? You know, I had a dream a while back ago, like, this was right before Christmas, and I had a dream that I was in Jeff Bezos' house, and I saw all the Christmas things he had, and for other celebrities and people he knew. And how he was treating his workers was just, not good. But anyway, I walked out of his house. I had other people with me. We left out of his house through the back door, and the backyard was unkept. And it was a big backyard. Like, it was big, kind of like maybe like foresty like big. And there was a building, like a factory type building in his backyard. And we went in there, and they were making chocolate. Now I noticed that it was all black people, but no other races in there, all black people. And they were making chocolate, and they were saying that it was hot. There was no AC, no kind of air coming through this place. And they were saying that they're not getting any lunchtime, where they can eat a meal. They was basically working them like they were slaves, and they was concerned about their health because they were eating. One lady had told me she just been eating cereal. So I'm guessing maybe dry cereal. I don't know. But yeah, and they were complaining a lot, and they were hot in there, and they were complaining a lot, and that the pay wasn't good either. So I had noticed that was all black people. So I don't know if that dream was showing me the future, or if that dream was showing me right now. I felt that the dream was showing me right now, because in the dream, I had the dream right before Christmas. And then when I went in his house, I saw all these Christmas gifts. So that's why I thought the dream was showing, like, at that time, this is what's going on right now. Yeah, so if they getting rid of all the hardworking Mexicans, who you think they're gonna look at to fill those jobs? And when they say make America great again, I'm thinking that they want to go back to when black people were working like slaves. And we didn't have all these Mexicans here doing the jobs. Like, so that's what I'm thinking now. At first I didn't think he was talking about that. But now I'm starting to think that's what he's talking about. Because, like, why are you getting rid of all the Mexicans that was working? So you said you was going to go after criminals, but now you're going after hardworking Mexicans that's not criminals. So that's what it's starting to make me think when he said make America great again, is that he wants to go back to the day where black people was out there doing those jobs. I don't know what they plan on doing. Like, this generation of black people are not the same as back then. So I don't, I just see them putting up a hard fight. The young black people now, I see them putting up a fight, a serious fight. So, I don't know. I know that Yahweh got a plan, and I know that Satan got a plan too. But I know that Yahweh's plan is the one that's going to override. So sometimes when Satan has a plan for you, and it's always bad when he got a plan for somebody. It's always bad. And so Yahweh would take that plan that Satan has, and he would turn it around and work it out for the good of that person that Satan is targeting. Just like what happened to me when my car was towed by the police, and they knew that I had just got a job. They didn't want to hear that I had just got a job and I'm going to get my registration and everything, and I'm going to get my insurance. No, they towed my car. And why would you tow someone's car that is homeless, living in a car, and that has just got a job? And you're trying to set that person back. And so Yahweh took that, got my car back within days, registered insurance, driver's license, and everything was valid. So what Satan tried to do to me to set me even further back, Yahweh took that situation, turned it around, and made me legit on the road. And I'm here today doing just fine because of Yahweh. So yeah, so what Satan got planned for black people could not work. Because I honestly believe he got something planned. This evil government got something planned for black people. Once they finish targeting all the other races and kicking them out, who's left? Yeah. So they got, I believe they got something planned for black people. I really do. But if, but I also know that there are some things that's going to happen here. I've been seeing in my dreams. Okay. And so, we'll see what Yahweh plan is. But I know that Yahweh plan is to judge these countries that's been doing so much evil all over the world and within these countries too. And I know America is going to get judged because I seen it in my dreams. So yeah, what the people, the elites behind Donald Trump, what they got planned will either it's gonna, because I know Yahweh used evil to punish evil people. But I want to say is for to a lot of black people, it is time for you to draw closer to Yahshua. Draw closer to Yahshua, because that's the only one that's gonna save you. And you can look and you can see where this country is headed, and it's not good. It is not good. They got evil plans. Believe me, if they're doing this to the Mexicans, to the Cubans, to the Asians, just imagine what they got planned for black people. So you guys need to draw closer to Yahshua, the Messiah, and because he's the only one that's going to help you. And another thing, I was talking about my seafood broil yesterday, and someone, every time I talk about seafood, someone always leave a comment about the Bible and what it says about not eating seafood or whatever. But it also says in the New Testament that everything that Yahweh made is good. I know in the Old Testament it talks about a lot of stuff that we shouldn't eat this and we shouldn't eat that. But in the New Testament, it says that everything that Yahweh made is good for you to eat. Everything. And so, well, not humans, but you know what I'm saying. But I don't have the scripture with me because I forgot to get the scripture before I made the video. But if I sometime throughout the day, I may look it up and put it in the comment section. But yeah, you can always Google it. I'm sure it'll come up. But there is a scripture in the New Testament that talks about that. So, and it also talks about, like, one person, if they don't want to eat it, they don't have to eat it. If the other person want to eat it, they can eat it. If one person want to observe a day for this or that, you know, they can. If another person don't want to observe a day to celebrate or a holiday or whatever, that they don't have to. So, yeah, that's what I want to say. That everything that Yahweh made is good to eat, because it talks about that in the New Testament. So yeah, I always get that comment, you know, from someone when I say about seafood. But you know, I'm not mad at people that leave those comments, because I know they think that they are trying to help, you know. So yeah, I've been eating seafood all my life. It hasn't bothered me none. You know, your body tells you when something is not right for you. Your body tells you. Like if I drink too much soda, I start not feeling right. So you know, my body tells me, yeah, this is not a good thing to drink a lot of. Also sugar. Yeah, my body tells me, you know, when I have too much sugary stuff, this is not, I don't feel right, you know. So yeah, your body tells you when something ain't right. And that's all I have to say about that. So yeah, y'all have a good day. I don't know where I'm gonna go eat at. Oh, I want me some salmon and rice. That's what I want. I gotta call ahead and get it so I don't have to wait. But last time I went to that place, they put like pieces, like leftover pieces in that. I be so mad when I get my food and I'm thinking I'm finna eat, and I look at my plate. I be like, what is this? You know, I took that plate right back to that restaurant, and I'm like, I don't want this is like pieces. What is this? Like, you know, they think that they finna give me something like that because it's to go. I don't think so. I paid $20 for this plate, 2021. I don't know what it was, and y'all think y'all gonna give me this, and I'm going to, and So then they gave me two nice size pieces, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So then I got extra. But yeah, I'm like, I'm not standing for this. I be like, I don't be happy, you know. Like, I'm really getting tired of these businesses. Because if I was a white man, you wouldn't dare do that. You would not dare pull that crap on me. So, yeah. So, anyway, y'all have a good day. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.